Hello everyone, my name is Matt Merritt. I'm here at North Carolina Rural Water. I'm going to show you how to test the pressure vacuum breaker, which you will probably see these on lawn irrigation systems, commercial dishwashing equipment, or even embalming equipment. It's made for high hazard, but it's only good for back siphonage. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is notify the customer, check my area, check my gauges, make sure all my valves are closed. We're only going to use one valve on this 5-valve 845 test kit. We're only going to use the high bleed valve. So I wrote all my information down. It's a Watts 800 pressure vacuum breaker, and if it has LF on them, that means they're lead free. So I notified the customer, I've checked my area, so it's okay for me to go ahead and turn my number 2 shut off out earlier. Also, I'm going to go ahead and remove my canopy because you want to hear the air inlet when it drops. So we're going to hook to test cock number 2. You got to be very careful with these because you want to protect your kit whenever you energize this assembly. So open up number 2 test cock. Then I'll bleed my air out of the lines, close it. And what you got to do, you got to hold the center of the gauge to about the center of the assembly. And you will get a little water out of these because when you unhook your hoses, there's water on the other side of the diaphragm. Let me twist this thing. All right, I'm going to try to let y'all see it. So what I'm going to do, close off number 1 shut off, hold it about at the same level, and barely crack my high bleed valve. And you want to hear the air inlet drop. Put your finger right there if you want to. And it has to drop at least 1 psi or greater. And it dropped at about 2.0. The thing about an air inlet valve, it's a lot like a relief valve on an RP assembly, a reduced pressure principle. They're designed from the manufacturer to always stay open, and the high pressure water is what keeps them closed. So I'm removing my hose from test cock number 2, going to re-energize my assembly, open it real quick. That's why you don't want to leave your test kit hooked to it. You're going to damage your kit. So now I'm going to hook to test cock number 1. And open up test cock 1, bleed it, and close it. I'm going to go and record what the air inlet dropped at 2.0, so I put that on my Pvb side at 2. So now, and I'm also going to get my line pressure because I'm hooked to test cock 1. My line pressure is about 65, so I record that at the bottom. So now we're going to record the value of the check valve. It must hold at least 1 psi in the direction of flow. So I close off the number 1 shut off. I just open up number 2 test cock. We're going to let all the water completely run out of the assembly. When you let all the water run out, if you don't get any more water, that's also going to tell you that your number 1 shut off valve is hold tight. You see she's quit dripping. And we're holding about 2.6 for the check valve, and my shut-off valve also held tight. So I check out this one at 2.8, and the number 1 shut-off valve held tight. And so I have just about completed the test. I have to remove all my equipment, remove my hose, close the number 2 test cock off. Restore water to the customer, open up number 2 shut-off valve, and put the air inlet canopy back on.